castle today, where I've been working on a minutemen build. You can see I finished off the front wall where the main gate is, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. In my last video I built an artillery bunker on this bastion, and I'll link the playlist for this castle build series below if you'd like to check that out. Today's build will be a structure that sits along this wall facing out over the water. Now, I think this section is quite important for the minutemen, as it seems to be where the Mirelurks attacked from to take the castle from them in the events before the game starts. So my idea is to have a facility dedicated to researching and controlling the Mirelurk population in the area, with strong defences should a queen and her minions ever attack again. So let's get started with building the structure. That's the base level structure finished. It's quite fortified, and I'll be turning that boat cabin into a guard post later on. Next up, I'll be working on the second level. We can see the facility starting to come together now. This second level will be where the research area of the facility is, as well as a workshop for the guards. Now I'm going to build some ramparts along the top. That's the ramparts finished. You may be wondering what that crane will be used for. The idea is to have it be a lift back up for the guards in power armor that have dropped down from the wall. Now I'm going to finish the structure with a shack and scaffolding on the inner wall. And there we have all the structures finished. Now it's time for me to decorate it all and add a bit of story to the build, ready to do a walkthrough. Okay, here we are with the finished and decorated build for the Crustacean Extermination and Research Facility, or CERF for short. This facility is managed by 2 veterans of the Minutemen, and we'll head into the bottom level to meet one of them. This is Sam's home and guard post. He was one of the members of the Minutemen squad that took back the castle from the Mirelurk Queen, so he knows the threat that the Mirelurks pose better than most. He asked to be stationed here and set up his quarters right next to the water because he wanted to make sure that if the Mirelurk monarchy ever comes back, he'll be on the front lines to defend the castle. His guard post even pokes out from the wall, hoping to taunt the Queen if one attacks.
I wonder how high the vault numbers go.
Which he is all too prepared for. Let's head back outside where we'll find Alice's quarters. She's the Mirelurk researcher here, and we'll see her lab upstairs in a second. But first we can see she's set up a small kitchen where she cooks up the mountains of Mirelurk meat that's acquired by the serfs in their operations. She's even growing silt beans out the front to add some flavour. Some might find it a bit spicy for their liking, but it's sure to wake you up first thing in the morning. She also has her shack here just outside the facility. Let's head upstairs to the main facility area now. Just inside on the left is a workshop for Sam to keep his equipment in check. He also has a suit of power armor which he uses to conduct what he calls population control outside the walls. And we're going to borrow it for the end of the tour. At the other end of the facility we'll find Alice in her lab where she learns all she can about Mirelurks, especially what works best to take them down.
I hope you realize how much you did for us.
Sam was even able to bring her an intact Mirelurk king's body, where she's been testing the effects of various chemicals on it. We'll head up to the ramparts now. And just outside to the left we'll find a scrappy ballista. Aside from a few test shots, this siege weapon hasn't seen much action. Those massive harpoons are being saved for a Mirelurk Queen. And should one ever show up again, the serfs will be ready with weapons like these. Let's head back along the ramparts to the crane at the other end. And this is used to lift guards in power armor back up into the facility from a platform below. And we're going to head down and try out that launch platform. Just a friendly reminder that if you're enjoying this build, leave a like or a comment below. I'm always happy to answer any questions if you have them. And make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see the rest of this build come together. Sam and his squad routinely come down to the water to keep a check on any Mirelurk activity. You can also see a sewage treatment unit that's filtering the waste from the castle toilets into the water, as well as being recycled into fertilizer. All that spicy crab and beans is making sure this thing gets a workout. And that seems like as good a point as any to finish off the tour. I'm going to head over to the crane lift to get this suit lifted back up into the facility. I really hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time.